Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to explain Throne of the Dragon King Part 6.
Parties in the three realms or kingdom. I, Aofan, swear here that I will lead the Dragon Clan back to the peak of ancient times. Whoa! This is... It's the ancestral dragon. Ancestor's dragon. I don't think so. Maybe I'm just too charismatic? Ha, did they see you? Dragon's Chi. Dragon's Chi. Attribute points. Sir Bill. Forget it, let's talk about that later. As the four seas are united, the Dragon Palace of the East China Sea shall be the most important, and I declare that with immediate effect. Ao Mong, the first warrior general of the Dragon House in the Western Sea. Ao Bang, third prince. The North Sea Dragon Palace is renamed as the North Sea Dragon House, and Ao Shin is in command of the North Sea Dragon House. Forever guard the North Sea. Always guard the Western Sea. Temporarily in charge of the Dragon House in the South China Sea. Now, Ao one of the Dragon House in the Western Sea as the protector of the Dragon King. Responsible for the protection of our dragon family and the temples of the Dragon King. Now that the four seas are united, I hope that for the sake of the future of the Dragon Clan, you will put the Dragon Clan first and come to the aid of all parties in any. From today onwards, we will be united in fighting for our Dragon Clan in this great calamity of the gods. Let's bring our Dragon Clan back to its ancient peak, or even higher. We will wait for the Dragon King order. The four seas has been unified. Come. I'm here. Go to the East China Sea for me to deliver the decree. Aofan is appointed as the Dragon Emperor of the four seas and in charge of all the aquatic species in the world. All the seas and rivers in the world are under the authority of the Dragon Emperor to save or seal. This, Your Majesty, wouldn't this be a little bit inappropriate? Do what you're told and don't talk too much. Let's hope this East Sea Dragon Palace doesn't cause any more trouble. The four seas are united. He. Master, what has happened to you that you are so happy? My disciple, you seem to have been to the East Sea Dragon Palace once before? From your perspective, how is this East China Sea Dragon Palace? The Dragon Clan's luck, especially the East China Sea Dragon Palace, annexed the four seas in the blink of an eye. It's like a godly help. If there is divine help? It really hit the nail on the head. Disciple, most of our sex members cultivate on the East Sea Immortal Islands, so we have some connections with the East Sea as neighbors. Whenever something happens, try to help and look for opportunities to show mutual favor. East China Sea has already entered the game. Get in the game, tell those who are troublemakers to stay out of trouble with the East China Sea or they will be heavily punished. You know what I mean? The great calamity of the gods can no longer ignore the Dragon Clan. Dragon Emperor of the Four Seas? That's not a good name. The Jade Emperor has played a good game, giving me the power to share the power of the dragons in the rivers, lakes and seas, but only giving me the title of Dragon Emperor of the Four Seas. It is clear that I have only the power to divide and not the power to administer. The intention is to confine me to the four seas. Shall we attack the Imperial Court? Although this Imperial Court is not much capable, it's just the great calamity of sealing the gods is about to begin, if we are too aggressive during this period. I'm afraid that even we won't be able to resist the San Qing's continuous attacks. Alas! Don't worry, the Imperial Court is showing its weakness because it sees that the Dragon Clan has changed from its old ways and is now united, so we don't have to worry about the Jade Emperor. However, the saint's face must be given, and it is better to listen to what is written on paper than to take it seriously. What Father said is, reporting to the Dragon King, there's someone from Nuwa Palace. Let them come in quickly. Why is Father so excited? Son, you don't know that Nuwa Empress is an ancient saint. Ever since the Witch Demon War, there has been very little news from Nuwa Palace, and this is the first time I have heard of someone from Nuwa Palace entering the world in all these years. And the first one came to my Dragon Palace, which is a great honor. As a Dragon Clan, naturally, there is a considerable relationship with the Demon Clan. Nuwa is in charge of the demon religion and has a high status among the Demon Clan. Adding with the other party's identity as an ancient saint, it makes sense for Ao Guang would behave like this. Sending someone over at this time? What is the purpose of this Nuwa? Biyun, a child under Empress Nuwa, has met the Dragon King. Congratulations to the fairy. Is Empress Nuwa still unhealthy? I'm sorry, but Her Majesty is in good health now. How can the people of Nuwa Palace can salute someone? As expected of my king of the Dragon Palace, even the people of Nuwa Palace treat the Dragon King with respect and dignity. Eve already seen a fairy. Sit down. The Yun would like to congratulate the Dragon King on his unification of the four seas and his control over the thousands of aquatic species. Thank you so much, fairy. Does the Dragon King know about the Yinglong Baoju? It is an artifact that Yinglong gave to my lady for safekeeping during the Witch Demon War. What is the reason for the fairy visit? At that time, Yinglong deduced that the Dragon Clan would be torn apart after the Witch Demon War, and in order to prevent the treasures of the Dragon Clan from being scattered, Yinglong suppressed them in the four seas. Yinglong ancestor, she left a last message for Her Majesty, saying that whoever among the Dragon Clan can unite the four seas in the future, let my Nuwa Palace give him this precious pearl. This Yinglong treasure pearl is the only key to open the Dragon Treasury. Getting it will give you access to the Dragon Treasury. I am ordered by the Queen to give this treasure pearl to the Dragon King. Name, Yinglong Baoju. Level, none. Function, to open the Yinglong Treasury. I never thought the key to this treasure trove would be hidden in Nuwa's palace. Name, Pusey Pearl. Level, a heavenly treasure. Characteristics, water magic. Treasure that can manipulate anything made of water, forming a barrier. Effect, water curtain. I hope the Dragon King will accept the other pearl as a small token of appreciation from Nuwa Palace. Time has come. On behalf of the Nuwa Palace and Her Majesty, congratulations on the reunification of the four seas. I will return to the palace now that this matter is over, so I will take my leave. Fairy. Please thank the Empress for her kindness for me. Li Liang, send off the fairy. Feiner, since we already have the key in hand, the treasure trove should be ready to be opened, so let's quickly gather the four seas dragons and go take a look first. Father's words are very true. Prime Minister Gue, beat the dragon drum and summon the dragons of the four seas. Yes, my king. Looks like everyone's here, so let's get started. This is chasing. The deep pit left by Emperor of the Sea? The dragon treasure trove of the dragon is hidden under deep pit of the sea. No wonder no one knows. A secret path. There is hope for the revival of my dragon clan now. There are many treasures, but in the end these are still numbers. If you don't have enough power to hold such treasures, you won't do any good except to be coveted. Dragon King, be careful. Name, Heaven Slasher. Grade Post Heaven Spiritual Treasure, defective be repaired and upgraded. Attributes, Ancestral Dragon Spiritual Treasure, a heavenly object of immense power capable of cutting through the heavenly Tao. Unique skill, can slay the god. Oh ho, so this is where I left my weapon. Yours? It almost killed me. It's broken, fix it. Attribute points required for restoration. Ahem, this sword has a destiny with the king, so I'll take it. As the Dragon Palace has unified the four seas, it is natural that we can no longer show our face to the public casually, and shrimp soldiers and crabmen are also the face of the Dragon Palace. Prime Minister Gue, you can distribute these armors to the shrimp and crab soldiers of the four seas. As you command. Name, Flying Dragon Trident. Level, Innate Spiritual Treasure. Attribute, Control over lightning and thunder. Unique skill, Create Thunder. Li Liang, as the general of the Dragon Palace, I will give you this Flying Dragon Trident. Thanks for the reward, Dragon King. Dragon Palace Strength Up Dragon's Chi. Give A.O. Bing the Heavenly Spiritual Treasure Sea Dangling Spear. Sea Dangling Spear. Great Innate Spiritual Treasure attributes weighs pounds, can calm the waves of the sea. Skill Tidal Wave. Dragon's Fortune. Give A.O. Moan, the Immortal Slaying Blade. Immortal Slating Blade. Great Heavenly Spiritual Treasure attributes, weighs pounds, made of magic iron. Skill Immortal Slaying. Moangialty Max Dragon's Fortunii. You have a low level of cultivation. This heavenly virtue treasure, the Xin Bing banner, is good for you. I will give you a better spiritual treasure when your realm rises later. Thank you, Dragon King, for your reward. For Dragon Clan, I will go through fire and water without hesitation. A.O. Shenialty Max Dragon's Chi. Although there are many treasures in this treasure trove, but we have to be clear in our rewards and punishments. Those who do meritorious service can choose a magic weapon from them, and if there is a mistake, the magic weapon will be taken away and sent to the Dragon Palace treasury. Do you have any objections? We obey the imperial decree of the Dragon King. Cough. 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 When Taisha is back, cough cough. How is the East China Sea doing? So, has there been a change in the East China Sea? Now the Majesty has also issued an injunction not to cross the Dragon Palace. Your Majesty, the East China Sea has unified the 4 seas and has become one. An official order given by a law court, usually to stop someone from doing something. What? Cough. This, cough. This. Your Majesty, don't panic. I heard that Li Jing is building the Dragon King Temple, trying to repair the relationship with the Dragon Clan. That's great, cough. This Dragon Palace can't be offended any further, otherwise it will not be good for us. Taisha, immediately issue a royal decree. In the territory of the Great Shang, the vassal states will build the Dragon King Temple to worship the Dragon King. As you wish, my Majesty. Ha ha. He. This emperor is very tactful. Fortunae fortunii. With such a large amount of power of faith, it must be the Emperor Lauer who is building the Dragon King Temple. According to this situation, the dragons can even gain the initiative when they are enshrined in the gods. The Dragon King is wise. If it weren't for the Dragon Kings defeating the foreign enemy that insulted our Dragon Clan, and seeing how powerful we are, how could he have taken such an initiative? Alas, just a small scene, ha ha ha. According to the time period of the Fengshini, after Neza disturbs the sea, it will be time for Emperor Xin to take charge, and it was this Emperor Xin. This Emperor Xin is so unreliable that Na Shang is destined to be replaced by someone else. The hierarchy is behind Shichi, and these Dragon King temples are bound to be demolished by them, so something must be done. Hint to the host. The power of faith is increasing, the usage rate is decreasing. Do you want to increase the usage rate? What is this? At present, the power of faith can only be transformed into Dragon Chi in cultivation for the members of the Dragon Palace. Upgrade to get more new features. Upgrade. It has to upgrade. Jinhai Pearl, when? It seems that the Dragon Palace was right to give it to Fener. See? Now that's a little bit of what dragons were like back in the day. The ancestral dragon skill in my body actually worked itself out. And now a period of time breathing can be the same as the original number of training in a day. This pearl was originally a treasure of the Dragon Clan, and it's returned to its rightful owner after many years. It must have protected the Dragon Clan. Give us the order, my king. Prime Minister, time to work. Inform the dragons and aquatic tribes of the 4 seas. From now on, the King's East Sea Dragon Palace will change its name. It will be called the Jinhai Dragon Palace. Jinhai Dragon Palace? Interesting. I didn't expect that the pearl I gave to the palace would be used for this purpose, so it's God's will. Right now I am the only saint who has a relationship with the demons, since the great war between the witch and the demon,